In 3, 2, 1.
Get down. I listen to the music.
We are here to give you the weekly scoop.
Down.
Life and Deatherage.
Life and Deatherage.
You know what it is.
What's
Life
up,
and
guys?
Deatherage.
How's it going?
Thanks for joining in.
We're excited to bring you another new podcast this week.
Yeah.
Hope your guys' week has been good.
Lovely.
Hope y'all are staying healthy and drinking water.
That's right.
Yeah.
H2O.
I guess we're just gonna jump into it.
That's right. Head first.
I don't know if you guys know, but Rick Ross owns a chain of wing stops over in Georgia, I think. It's Georgia.
Yeah. Oh, Ross.
You ever had Wingstop?
No, actually never. And they just got one here. And I've really heard most negative things about it. But,
Oh, really?
yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Is
My
it?
most negative thing would be the price. But
Right.
chicken, I tell you.
But I'm
especially-
wondering if you run them all side by side, like, you know, like I like Cane's a lot.
They might be a little, like Wingstop's a little blown up. Like, they're not as good as, they let on, I guess.
Right. I definitely want to try Popeyes. Never had that.
Oh, wow, bro. You gotta try
Yes.
Popeyes. That's
Never
my
had-
yeah.
Yeah, and I heard a bunch of good things about that place,
Popeyes?
so definitely want to try that.
They're a winner in my book.
Yeah.
But Rick Ross, he ain't been paying his employees.
Which is horrible.
I mean, when you look at his history, he was, he's a correctional officer. We all
He even stole his name, too, right?
took it all. Ricky
Yeah.
Ross, yeah. Because
Yeah.
once he got out of prison, he came out and tried to make that right. Because his name was like Freeway Ricky or something. Yeah.
Right.
Freeway
I don't
Ricky.
know why I
yeah.
want to say Jones. Freeway Jones, but...
No, because he was really Ricky Ross.
Mhm.
His whole name, persona, everything.
Right. Oh, I ain't never been too much of a fan of him, but no, I know a little bit of his background.
Right. And but I was just like, man, so he can kind of feel these workers in a sense because he's been a correctional officer.
Yeah,
He's
and
worked.
He has to come from the hood.
He's worked an hourly
he has
wage.
to come from the slums. He has to know how it feels to break
Right.
your back and to make chump change. Maybe
'Cause
he
it
forgot. The way when we watched that video and he's sitting there and he's like, oh, anybody who's making it somewhere, when they stumble, they don't look at it as a fail. They just keep on being great.
Yeah, another step to greatness.
Right. Like
It's hard to be the boss.
I think he lost his humble.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
a long time ago.
Yes,
yeah.
he has no idea what
As soon
it
as he
was
started
ever
saying,
like.
"I'm Ross the boss,"
Right.
is when I
yeah,
think.
he forgot what it was to have some sweat fall off your brow and to go home with your back and feet hurting,
Yeah.
And to still barely even have any change in your pocket.
Yeah. It come to find out he wasn't paying these employees even minimum wage.
That is horrible. And what was the big numbers on it?
So he owed $51,600, and they got this down to almost a cent. $51,674 to 244 workers.
Gosh, they got him though.
And if you're thinking, bro, this is 5 restaurants, 244 workers he did not pay.
That
Out of
is
5 restaurants.
unbelievable.
That's insane,
See,
man.
the thing I have to wonder about is why. It's like, how long did it take these 200 and some odd people to catch on? Like, if you're already making minimum wage, I'm gonna look at my paycheck and be hella sad with the cost of gas, bread, milk, just all your basic shit.
You're probably not getting a free meal from
Yeah,
there.
well, probably not. Who knows? Hell, if I ain't getting fed at a place where I'm working at that's already a
Well,
big downfall.
Wingstop for Ross, he ain't giving out free meals. I
Right.
guarantee it.
Unless it's
Anything left over, he's taking home.
It.
That's why he has a song called Wingstop or something. He
Right.
loves the place.
Right. But my thing is right when you got your paycheck, I feel like right off the dribble you would have realized that you're not getting paid the right amount. And if you didn't, I mean, you should have did better math, I guess.
I agree.
Because sometimes I'm like, what, taxes really took that much from me? And I got to sit around and add it up my hours or something, you know, like, depending on some of my jobs back in the day, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I just feel like I would have caught on real fast that I wasn't getting paid the right amount of money.
And if you're clocking in on a system and all
you're
that.
working, like, if you're working 40 hours a week, and then you get home, you know, you're putting in 2 weeks. Let's say you get paid every other week, right? And you're putting in your 2 weeks, and then you get to check time. It's like $150, right? And you worked a solid 40. You know, like,
oh yeah, you know something's up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm sure they had to go through the process or whatever
of saying that they're screwing them off.
Yeah,
right?
I wish I knew the exact timeline. Like, how long have these people been?
All
screwed?
I know is his video.
Yeah, no, he's just too ballsy. He's just too much.
Yeah,
he's too much. And like, if you,
I for sure myself will never work for Wingstop.
Dude, he tried to go to Buckingham Palace and they wouldn't let him in. And he's like making an Instagram video talking about, oh, they wouldn't let the boss in Buckingham Palace. He's like trying to get in where the Queen stays and shit. You know, that's and. It's like, well, bro, you're surprised they wouldn't let you in?
Dude, you're not royalty.
Yeah.
But I'm the boss.
Not only did he have to pay the, all that 51 to the workers, 51,000, he had to pay 62,000 for civil penalties. Just, thinks he's running the business wrong. Like, damn. So they fined him and shit. Yeah.
So they gosh. So all in all, that's...
Man, this man owed $114,427.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you get for screwing your people off, you know?
Yeah. He deserves it, no doubt.
Right. And, like, he don't own Wingstop as a whole, correct? He
just
owns...
franchise, yeah.
Right,
really throwing the name down, too.
Right.
But, when you franchise your store out, that's a risk that you got to be willing to take.
That's how it goes.
Yep.
Yeah. So he really just shot himself down as a whole. And then, since we're just shooting down the balls, I'll never forget whenever he had that song, Didn't Even Know It. She didn't even know it. And he said, I'll put that in her drink. And she didn't even know it. And he literally lost a Nike deal.
Or Adidas. He brought them up in the song. Reeboks. She was all in something about Reeboks. Because he drops them in the song. He name drops them.
Well, but anyways, what the main thing is just because he said that in the song, they were like, "Oh, you ain't fucking with our shoes."
Yeah, no doubt. He got dropped.
And I don't blame him, because that was a weird line. I don't know why whoever else was, because there's like 3 other artists in that song with him. I don't know why when that part of the song came on, they didn't look over and be like, the boss, this is looking a little... Yeah. Oh, weird. I might take myself off this song if you be putting stuff in my drink and I didn't even know it.
That's not very boss of you.
Yeah, right. He said I was the boss and she didn't even know it.
she didn't even know it. Yeah, nobody knows it, Ross.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh, Ricky Ross. But yeah, did you hear about the Black Slim Shady?
Yeah.
Yeah, came out with that 2-minute song, The Game, out there trying to drop them. I seen this thing that was like, I never once bumped none of Eminem's tracks, none of his CDs in my car, and then it's like, but you literally told his whole life story in your 10-minute track and used, like, song after song of his, stuff. It was literally a tribute song to Eminem, damn near.
And it's just, like, my main thing was, I seen this meme, right?
Yeah.
And it had a comment on it, and I swear it came from YouTube. And it was a comment, it could have been that meme you're discussing now. But,
yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And, when I go to his video, bro, and I try to go to the comments, they're turned off.
Yeah, the comments are turned off.
And I'm like, bro,
song.
Well, they were on at one time.
Oh, was they?
And because it looked that meme had a YouTube comment. It looked just like it came from YouTube.
Oh.
I swear this man turned his comments off on his album. on YouTube because people were probably on there blasting it.
Trolling him. Like
Oh, for sure.
bro.
And then once he's seen the initial reaction, he's like, bro, I need to flip them comments off. You know?
I'm really wondering. I've seen a picture, like, between now and then, you know. I seen a picture of Dr. Dre, Eminem, and Snoop Dogg all in a, like, standing in front of what looked like a studio together, you know. And it was literally, like, after that diss, you know what I mean? Like, I looked at when the original post was made. You see what I'm saying?
Bro.
So I was like, I wonder if he's... I really hope he's gonna do something.
I'm pretty sure Eminem won't respond, but you know what I think's
Why
funny?
would he respond to...
Hit Boy, which is like a producer of tracks and stuff. They see him and they're doing like an interview with him or whatever, and he's like, man, oh yeah, the Black Slim Shady. He's like, now I produced the first part of that because he's listed as a producer. He's like, I produced the first part of that. He's like, and he heard it or whatever, and he's like, but that second part, he's like, I did not produce that.
He said the other 8 minutes of it.
He's like, he didn't want to have nothing to do with, you know, all the real bad.
Yeah, because he's going to get a bunch of backlash. Well, I mean, think about it, dude. He didn't let alone just diss on Slim. He dissed on Curtis Jackson and Dre. You know?
And, well, I think if it came out and the initial reaction was good, I think he would have been more open to the fact that he produced it. But he's like, honestly, he wanted to step away from it. You could tell. Like,
honestly, when the first time I listened to it, I was like, you know, he did I'll say this, he did a lot better than what I thought it was going to be, you know.
No,
and then when I listened to it again, I was like, all right, it ain't.
He had a few punchlines.
Yeah, right.
You know, and
but
I was like,
it's a 10-minute song. If you are getting at it for a whole 10 minutes and you ain't dropped no lines in a whole 10 minutes of spitting, bro, you need to try it again.
I'll say there was at least 4 punchlines.
Like solid ones.
Yeah. You know, where you're like, okay.
Right, like I see you the game.
Yeah.
Because as I'm sitting there and I'm listening to the song and the song gets over and I'm sitting there just daydreaming about it or whatever, you know, thinking, I'm like, I can't name one The Game song where I'm like, that song's fire.
Right. And I tried to name 2 to you, but they were both features.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Name one The Game song that you're just like, fire.
But I think there probably is, because the documentary.
No, I'm saying
which
there
is
really
the album,
is.
the documentary, and it won awards and shit. I guess
about him.
Well, it's an album. He named it.
Okay.
And that was like, I think that was his debut album.
Right. No, I'm sure there is a song that's straight fire from him.
Bangers,
you know,
on there.
But I'm saying, me personally,
right.
There's just not one on the top. You know, I'm way more of a Lil Wayne, you know, and I don't know. I don't know why the game just never really piqued my interest like that, I guess. I don't know.
I agree, though. I was never just like, hey, throw that game on.
Right. Yeah, but that...
yeah. But he
yeah,
tried.
Definitely.
He tried.
Yeah.
I think he just attached that to up his sales. Definitely. That's what everybody thinks, I think. And it's a sellout move. Mm-hmm. And, you know, he only got 70,000 views on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I would really like to recheck the numbers
now. Oh,
now, since it's been a week or so, or however long.
I don't think it's many more, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm... But I also heard somebody was saying, was like, if he wouldn't have said anything to Eminem on this, nobody would be talking about his album. I heard not one person would be bringing up this
because he's retired
album.
Apparently like 2-3
twice.
times.
Yeah. So, yeah, I thought that was funny too. But yeah. So, yeah, let us know what you guys, if you heard the Black Slim Shady, let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of the game out there, don't be shy.
Yeah, tell us that banger.
Yeah, let us know a
let
banger.
us know that fire song.
Yeah, not hate it or love it either.
Yeah.
Because that one is fire, but...
Right. But, like you said, featured, correct? Who's featured on that?
Yeah, that's 50.
That's Little
50 Cent.
Right. Because he used to be part of the G Unit, right?
Then he started the G-U-Not, which is kind of clever.
G-U-Not.
G-U-Not. Yeah, it's funny. But I seen Joker 2 update. Lady Gaga's cast as Harley Quinn.
Which is very interesting.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
I've seen her on that damn Gucci movie, and she actually did a boss-ass role in it. The movie itself was pretty good.
Yeah, I was telling Wade about A Star Is Born, because that's might even be a better role. I'm not sure. I haven't seen House of Gucci, but he hasn't seen A Star Is Born. And Fire.
Right,
Fire.
and that also has her in it.
Yeah, and her and Bradley Cooper. You've probably heard the song from it, in The Shallows.
Possibly.
The Shallows. I'm not gonna sing it for you.
Right. I don't know, but Lady Gaga does be killing some shit.
Anyway, that Shallows song, they do that song live in the movie. She's like, I want to do this song live, it'll make it more real. So they filmed that scene.
How cool
is
them.
live,
they
and
one
Bradley
take.
Cooper took voice lessons for this movie, all kinds of shit.
Cool
and that
him.
song, I know you know it. If I played
Yeah.
it, you'd be like, "Fuck yeah!" It was
Yeah.
on the radio forever and shit.
I'm sure, yeah.
That's really why the movie was also blew up like it did. But she did good in that movie. That was her acting debut too, I think. But
Hell yeah.
you could just look at her and see Harley Quinn.
Right.
Oh, almost like.
I could see it.
You know what I mean?
I can not see it. You know what I mean? So
It's just
like,
in her face.
She's
though.
different.
She looks
Yeah.
like she could be Harley Quinn.
Right.
But what I thought was interesting was the budget of the Joker 2 is $120 million, apparently. Joaquin Phoenix is getting paid $20 mil. Lady Gaga is getting paid $10 mil.
Gosh, that's all their money right there.
So that's $30 million compared to $120 million.
Right. Dude, that better just be a killer. You know, they better... Which they might... Oh, yeah, and that other part of it that really shot me down. Throw in the third part about the movie. This is the part I don't know about.
Well,
people.
it's going to be a musical, much like A Star Is Born, is what they compared it to. That's why I was trying to tell Wade to also watch that movie too.
Yeah, because I also don't know.
I would say it's more like okay, what you have seen is like a Walk Hard, Dewey Cox.
Dewey Cox was
It's gonna be like that type shit. They'll have a maybe less music, even.
I hope so.
But a good few tunes on it, and like.
I almost feel like they just need to leave that stuff alone for a little bit.
I think it'll be an interesting take.
Right.
But he had an interesting take from the beginning.
Oh, man, that Joker movie was great.
Right.
Actually.
So I'm excited to see what he pulls out this time.
Right. Did you see that, oh man, what's her name? Who was the last Harley Quinn?
Margaret Robbie.
Yes, thank you. She's about to do the
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes, with no Johnny Depp.
And I'm
almost burnt out on the Pirates.
Yeah, I've been.
But yeah, I don't think I need to make sure I watch the last couple. But
I read this thing. They're saying like they're just trying to bring in now the male audience. So they're bringing in Margaret Robbie because it was before.
Well, Disney's trying to bring in the whole grown-up stuff in general now.
R-rated.
I'm wondering what their take's gonna be on. They might just, dude. There might be some crazy R-rated, scary movies that Disney's about to.
They have so much money. Imagine what they could do.
That's what I'm trying to
My
say.
God.
The stuff that's just been luring in the dark, waiting for this day on Disney's side to come out. You know, Disney has to... I know you've seen some of them crazy videos or all that stuff they put in the backgrounds of their old cartoons and a bunch of weird shit Disney already does.
They know what they're doing.
You know Disney's already hella scary and weird, so just wait for that movie to come out and you're like, this is what the fuck they've been waiting to do.
I seen the horror lineup is pretty
Yeah.
sick this year.
Yeah.
If you're into horror movies.
Oh no, that's what I was trying to say. I'm about to see the like one of them's The Invitation. It was Don't Worry Darling is another really good
Jeepers Creepers, the beginning is what it's called.
Oh man, I really hope that last Jeepers Creepers movie really didn't do it for me.
Something like that. It's called something like
but
that.
I hope they bring it back. But no, you are not lying. The next one was it's called Smile, I think, or Don't Smile. It's just Smile or something. But no, when I went to go see Bullet Train, and
that's where all the
just
good
FYI,
previews are. Yeah.
that was terrific, guys. I mean, if you're just into that, high octane action, and then a pretty good joke here and there, like that's what that was all about. But no, I've seen all the previews. The next handful of scary movies are going to be the real deal.
I love previews of movies.
Yes, no, that's why I try to make sure to be on time.
I hate to miss one. Yeah.
Yes, I try to make sure to be on time for the previews.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm sure you guys have heard, this is worldwide news, but about this Richard Glossip here. So he was.
And what is it?
So he's an innocent man. He's proclaimed innocence the whole time. He's been set for execution, I believe, 3 times.
In which we just started to do again, correct?
Right, but get this. So the last time he was set for execution, and I think this is one of the reasons why we even...
And you know what way they're doing it now?
Still the same,
all that shit.
Right. Yep. So the last time they were doing it, it was like 2015, I think. And I think he's the reason why we stopped part of it. Well, they got the drugs they had for him, they realized were for like a horse. And they were, literally right there about to inject him with it. So, and he was about to get drugged. That would have been...
Yeah, I swear...
It would have been the worst way to go out. Like,
yeah, I almost swear, and don't quote me on none of this, but I almost swear I heard something about that. They were questionable about the injecting things because it was starting to be inhumane because some people were, like, it looked like that they were dying real badly and stuff. So I almost felt like they were going back to they could pick between a firing squad or getting hanged.
No, they can. They're starting to testify.
Oh, so it's for them. Oh, so like if they're on death row,
but then, it's not approved here yet.
Oh, right. So they can't just pick one.
No,
or
this
the
last
other.
guy that really did get executed, he had 12 seizures, and he was and he would wake up and see. But they called it after it. They said it was okay.
Right.
They said it was humane. And I do not believe it was.
They're like, what you're watching is humane. Like, yeah, sometimes I think they just try to, just because you say it's humane, don't make it humane.
But this man's dude been at the execution table practically 3 times, hours away from his life ending before either the governor would do a stay of execution.
This guy must have
which they would give him more time to either prove his innocence or whatever, or the last time was the wrong drugs. He literally received the wrong drugs. Yeah.
So that means he's gotten his last meal twice. A super good meal.
3 times, I think, even. I'm pretty sure it's 3.
It's almost like his guardian angel or his guardian death angel or whatever, whoever's taking him's really, they're like, they're standing right beside the table, and all of a sudden the phone rings. He looks at him, his watch. Oh, you are lucky.
Right.
Yeah. I am busy.
Got you. Got you again. Not this time, no. But, so the story goes is there was an owner at a hotel, right? He's the owner. Richard Glossip. This is the man set for execution. He was the manager. And then there's a guy, and I should have got, I think it, fucking.
So this is the story of why he's in prison.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
I done forgot the motherfucker's actual guy's name, but he's a maintenance man.
Okay. But the guy who's in trouble is the
maintenance
manager.
Man. Well, manager, yeah, and maintenance man. They're both
of the hotel.
Yeah.
Okay. So
maintenance man goes to I think borrow some money from the owner. Couldn't get it, and he's addicted to meth. Beats the owner with a baseball bat to death. Right.
Sheesh.
So when he gets arrested and picked
Yeah,
up,
that'll do it. That'll
Yeah.
get you your meth.
yeah, no,
Fucking idiot.
right. I think he only didn't even get much. Maybe what was in the dude's pockets, you
Right.
know.
$20.
And that's your employer, so you're no
Right.
longer
No,
have a
that's
job.
what I'm saying. Yeah. Dumb it. Okay.
Um,
yeah. Anyways.
So he gets picked up, arrested. That, you know, obviously, I'm pretty sure he was there also, Richard Glossip. But they're questioning maintenance man. And they're just feeding him. You know how investigators do. They just feed him and feed him.
Right.
And they're basically telling him, if you say that Richard Glossip was the organizer of all this, he was the one that had you go kill him, practically because...
So there was 2 people in this.
No, not really. I don't believe it, but he's saying practically let him... if he says this stuff, that he was, you know, organizing this whole thing, that he would be... not get the death penalty. He would get life in prison.
Right.
So I don't know why they were pushing for him to really get Richard Glossip in trouble, but the maintenance man goes on to say, oh, Richard Glossip had me kill him because he wanted to take over the hotel, and which makes no sense because how would he do that? He's just going to kill him and start running the hotel, or it's a motel, but you know what I mean?
Just
Like,
now it's all in my name.
right. And this guy wasn't very smart, the maintenance man. And Richard Glossip, he's like, yeah, your average guy, really.
Right.
He's the manager, at least. So it's all very fishy. You can read the transcripts of the interrogation, bro. They just fed him, like, almost
Try
like...
to lead him that way. The
Yeah,
whole
if
time.
you've seen Making a Murderer or something...
Yeah.
It's sick, bro, and it's just the fact that he's been so close to execution is a terrible thing.
Yeah, that's wild.
That he has celebrities out for him, like, celebrities have come out and said, you know, let's help this man, and blah,
So
blah,
they
blah.
don't think he should die.
No.
And he's from here.
He's from Oklahoma, he's locked up here.
Where was this, in the city?
Do
you know?
Yeah, I think.
I'm surprised I don't
Yeah, it was
know
the
nothing
city.
about this. I'm going to have to go look it up.
Yeah, and that he's escaped death that many times. He's set for execution a few
Wow.
months from now, and now the
So,
government...
but there's no question, like, he killed the dude with the bat.
Oh, the maintenance
Like,
man
they
did.
have...
And
They
then now,
have.
maintenance man gets to live with his life while the supposed organizer of the crime, and it's all circumstantial evidence. Basically, the strongest evidence they have is that guy's confession saying that. That's the only evidence they have. And now this
So-
man dies, and this man gets to live.
Oh.
It's
And
insane.
he's the one who really killed him.
He is definitely the one that killed him.
That ain't making no sense to me.
It's like they had a problem with him or something.
Like, what if that dude never said nothing, and it's both their words against, you know?
He could
And-
recant his statement, but I was wondering if he did that, would he be set for death?
penalty.
Right? Could they
Death
do that?
penalty, probably.
I wonder because
It
maybe
probably
that's
would. Because think about it, it would take everything back that you agreed upon in the first place.
wouldn't that be hard to live with though?
Like, you would imagine so, but I mean, look at what he did in the first place.
My God,
it seems like
yeah.
he sleeps like a baby no matter what the dude does. I figure that's like the true definition of, you know, evil or a bad person or a demon.
I mean, that's a terrible way to do it too, man. Yeah, that guy is.
Yeah,
You can try to blame it on drugs, but there's something in you too, man. to
Oh
be
yeah,
able to
there
do that.
is. You know, some things are just excuses and you're justifying it. I don't give a fuck. Some people are just shitty people.
Yeah.
Or just downright evil.
But good news for Richard Glossip is his last execution date has been stayed. The governor did that just a week ago even. Stayed his execution, so he's got an extra 3 months to gather evidence and show that he's innocent and stuff.
Right. Well, they better
So-
whip it into gear.
Dude, I was so serious, I signed the online petition
For what?
for Richard Glossip.
To get out?
Yeah, they're gonna, to get him a new trial and shit.
Oh.
And it goes straight to the governor when there's so many signatures.
Oh, right. Because
Yeah.
they don't have no real evidence that shows that he did anything wrong.
Yeah, and if
correct?
you read the whole story on the
Yeah.
website to sign, you'll agree,
Right.
and you'll probably end up signing it too. It's pretty sick, bro.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we should get all into it.
Yeah.
And 10 toes down.
Well, I mean,
Have
at least
this-
sign the petition.
Right. Well, I'm definitely gonna know that he should be out before I go sign some
Okay.
shit. Yeah, bro, and you see that crazy shit about Anne Heche?
It's sick. I tell you, that video.
She's fast and furious in right down them neighborhoods.
Tested positive for cocaine, I guess.
That cocaine.
A little bit of that.
Oh, that white
Yeah.
girl.
It's sad.
Dancing.
But she just drives right into a house at whatever miles per hour, so she
I
could have
think-
killed a whole family, you know?
That all that other stuff that we was reading, and the house was empty, but just FYI, everybody. But who drives that fast?
Yeah.
I know but hey, she should be used to She should be used to doing cocaine by now. You know, I feel like that shouldn't have be a reason
weird.
for a lot of why she. It's almost like. Well, we ain't touched down on that other part yet, but it's like she was running from something. Why she was driving
Right.
so
Why
fast?
are you speeding
Why
through
are
neighborhoods?
you driving that fast? And that little side
In a
video of how
neighborhood,
fast
yeah.
she was driving, like, dude, a kid could have ran out on the road. There's no way she would have stopped for a dog, a kid. It was like she was scared for her life running. It wasn't like she was just drag racing somebody or something, you know? It was like something was going on.
It was weird.
It was weird.
Crashed right into
Because-
that house. And she went straight through it to the back.
All
so-
the way, no, yeah, and remember she went through the front gate, even,
Right, so
and
she-
the bushes,
She was going fast.
fast and furious.
And when they brought her out on the...
That's the freaky part,
that
guys.
is the man. If you haven't seen that, it's...
Phew, go check that video out.
It is crazy.
Yeah, tell them.
Yeah, well, they almost got her right to the ambulance. Just strapped down, got a blanket over her.
With 2 straps, one at her foot, one over like
And
her
she
head,
breaks
chest
through.
area.
She breaks through
She
it.
slides off the top off of her, and then she whips out of the white blanket. It's almost like they had her all wrapped up, like she was supposed to just lay there like that or something. And she just slips off the top and sits up, and she does it really fast. Like, to me, it looked like she was going for her bottom strap to her feet to try to get out. And then they all just kind of one firefighter grabs her, and then a couple
Almost
others
pushes her in a little.
yeah, almost. But what I also thought was funny is only one guy looked dirty, and all the other firefighters
Brand new outfits, brand new
outfits.
hats.
It looked like they just slid on new stuff. I don't know. It looked weird to me. Look
The
at
whole situation.
just looked out
All of
just
it.
weird. It just looked out of place and weird.
And
Go watch
to
the
say
video
she
yourself.
fell into a coma like that after,
I don't know.
she looked fine. you
Yes.
know?
Who pops up like that? It looks like she was running for her life, and then she was trying to escape out of the dang gurney
Yeah,
or whatever.
she didn't want to be there. Yeah, she
Yeah.
definitely didn't want to be there.
I'm telling you.
And then she said on a podcast that was released on that same day that she would want like Miley Cyrus to play her in a movie about her. So for her to say that,
that is extra weird.
it's all weird, bro.
I want to watch that podcast now. I want to almost look up and find out if she's been doing anything weird
'Cause she
between
she
now
was
and the
making
past
a
2 weeks,
child trafficking movie,
which
apparently.
is weird too.
So there are theories out there that
Which, because that's a touchy subject nowadays with all them big people, on edge. They probably ain't had their children's blood or their
yeah, they're looking old, starting to look old, and
they ain't had no adrenochrome in a while, and and they're all getting weird out here because they can't do weird shit no more with these kids, so they're all on edge. So they're like, "You think you could just make movies about us? Well, watch us kill you." I don't know, but it was a little weird to me, man.
No, it's definitely
Facts.
weird. Because if you would think if she was that bad off, she she wouldn't be popping up like that.
She looked like she was ready to hop up and run a marathon.
Did
the
you
way
see
she was moving.
any burn injuries either?
It looked like
Her
literally
hair
like
even
ash.
looked fine.
Yeah. Oh, I really should have looked at her hair more.
Well,
I was wowed that she was in a tank top for whatever reason. And because the people kept saying he.
Yeah, you didn't expect it to be her, but once you find out who it is.
Right. Well, it's almost like they probably had her she took her shirt or whatever else she was wearing or got ripped or burnt or whatever, and she was wearing her undershirt. But no, it just looked like ashy. Like, not even necessarily, it just looked dirty. She just kind of looked dirty.
Right. You would think there would be a little more, at least, because the car was on fire. I guess the whole house was.
Well, yeah, and she was in there for an hour.
1 hour, yeah, they couldn't get to her.
Breathing in smoke for a whole hour, and that's what kills her. And how
well,
long?
They
how
said
long
brain damage.
Yeah,
so.
and then they peacefully unplugged the thing. So how long was she in there? Well, for a full day, full 2 days, do you know, before they pulled the plug?
It was 2 days at least, I'm pretty sure. It is, it's definitely a curious subject.
It's weird.
With her just popping up like that, it's creepy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And on the podcast.
Yeah. Talking about somebody, the day, around the day of, that you're about to die, you're talking about you know who would really play me real nice in a movie if I just happened to go away?
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
Yeah. If maybe she just wanted
She probably already had all her paperwork in order, too. Like her deed, and stuff.
I'd like to think that she just wanted to not be famous anymore, and now she's living somewhere on a beach.
Right. There she reached a high ranking in the Illuminati to where she can do that now.
Yeah. She knows the secrets, so I don't think
they're... Right. In a world where Wade and Blake ate Sonic and watched the movie of the week.
That was good. That was really good, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we...
Whoops.
Yeah. Still good, though.
We are still echoing. Why am I still echoing?
That's funny.
In a world where I hear echoes all the time.
He just threw his whole life. That's right.
Like it's like on Family Guy.
He has to narrate his life.
Right. It's just like on Family Guy where he always has theme music. And he gets beat up on that bus because his theme music wants to stop.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, man. Okay. Anyways, movie of the week.
Yeah, we picked a movie. It's on Pluto for free.
For free. Or Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Amazon Prime. Well, we watched it on Prime, but the movie's called Dave in a Maze.
In a maze.
In a maze. Where Dave can't get out.
It was quite interesting, though. It's kind
good.
of still like one of them little indie movie or something, I guess.
You haven't heard of it.
Well, they called it that one guy had a whack.
Nah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, with his hipster shit. No, it's supposedly a cult classic. So,
it's cult classic-ish. Yeah, you could. You guys will like it for sure.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Fun little fact.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they used 30,000 square feet of
which is
cardboard.
Extraordinary.
Yeah.
And the art on that, the art they was doing with some of that cardboard,
really good.
Amazing.
Yeah. And their budget was less than $500,000, and it's a good movie.
That.
The camera, and it's not one of them cheap cameras like you see with them cheap movies. It's not like that. Yeah.
Right. And they don't have them new iPhones like they got now because it's from 2017.
That's right.
Yeah, so think about that, Walking Phoenix. Hey.
Yeah. Which are 20 mil.
For real, though. That's like... Look at how much they... but that movie's gonna reach... that's just how it is.
It's gonna blow up.
Yeah. But no, definitely, it's worth a watch if you want something that's different and it's gonna make you think.
Yeah. It's an interesting movie. It got a lot of undertones to it, like what it's showing actually means more.
Right.
Yeah. I'd give it 3.3.
Yeah, I was gonna go 2.5. 2.5.
I was being gracious, probably.
Yeah,
but you guys should still watch it.
Yeah.
2.5 is still good. I mean,
yeah. Well, we're going out of 5, so I give it a half.
Prime's got it at 4 with 500 ratings.
Yeah, it had a pretty good score.
So that's
I
not
wonder
bad.
what Rotten Tomatoes would give
80.
it.
It's like 86. Yeah. I looked it up.
Well,
yeah,
great.
It's high. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll keep trying to hit you guys with movies of the week and other movies in between. Like, I've seen that Bullet Train, told you guys it's worth the view. I also watched that I also watched that what's it called with Snoop Double G in it.
Vampire movie.
Yes, it's called The Day
Was it good?
Shift. Yeah, it's definitely if you want to watch some vampire kung fuing with some John Wick shooting. What did they call that?
Man, that's such a niche.
Right, it's called gung fu, I think. Gun fu.
Oh, okay.
When you're like with John when he's shooting with
Oh,
that
right,
gun, but he's
right.
doing kung fu at the
No, I
same
know what you're
time.
saying.
Yeah, but no, it's definitely mainly Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg and James Franco.
Right,
I mean,
that's what. Oh, I didn't know Franco.
yeah,
was in
James
it.
Franco's in it too.
James
Or
Dave.
Dave Franco, I guess. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. My bad.
Probably Dave. 'Cause
Yeah,
James
the one who's in all of them.
Yeah,
But
James is still struggling, I'd imagine, with
Oh,
all the
yeah.
accusations.
Probably, I have
don't
no
know.
idea.
I don't
So
know. I'd
yeah,
have
I got
to-
the names backwards, but they're brothers, obviously.
No, they are, yeah.
Yeah. So it's the little brother of them, the one who does all the acting.
Well,
They both act. Now I'm gonna have to look at the brothers because I do
'Cause-
not know this other
well,
story
which
that
movie?
you're speaking of. Huh?
which
Oh, he's on.
end of the like that one when it's the end of the world.
Isn't he in Pineapple? No, he's not.
Yeah,
in
Pineapple Express.
Yes,
It's James Franco.
Yeah,
He's in
that's
that.
him.
Okay, well, he's the one with the allegations and shit. He was apparently running an art school and was teaching classes on how to have sex. And
Oh,
shit.
that's funny.
And it was bro. And
Yeah,
everybody's
bro,
coming out
that's
against
him. Now I'm gonna have to look at the two
No,
brothers
but
to see
it's
which
him.
one you're talking about.
But yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah, guys, check out that movie though. Running a little low on time. We can't wait to switch programs.
You know that's right.
Yeah.
So check out the Dave in a Maze.
Dave in a Maze.
That's right. And also like, subscribe, and share.